Today I have with me Barbara Zimmerman, who is an MFA student at the University of Arts and Design. Do you want to tell me a little bit about why you chose the MFA?
Well, it's a long story. I mean, it started, when I was younger and just loved art, and having kids, got out of it. Started to get back into it as the kids got older, and then I lost my mom. And when I lost my mom, I realized that life is too short, that I really need to do what I love. Mm-hmm. So I started doing my art more, and I found you and through your other program, and absolutely loved it, and took the big step. I'm hoping that I will be retiring in a couple of years, that I'm hoping that once I retire, teaching sounds very good to me, and just doing what I love. So in whatever way I decide I want to do it.
Yeah. Anticipated graduation at this point?
December of 2026.
December of 2026, which will be our first MFA graduating class. So we've had some MAs already graduate and a design certificate graduate, but this will be our first class of Masters of Fine Arts. Our Masters in Fine Arts is a Masters of Fine Arts in Digital Design. So we really are very proud of you guys as you're graduating, and you've done some phenomenal things. So we're going to talk about some of those things, and we're going to show you guys some cool artwork that she has. Out of curiosity, what has been different about what you've learned at the university that you don't think you could have learned on your own?
Well, frankly, there's probably nothing I couldn't have learned on my own, but it would have taken a really, really long time. The one thing that I have learned being in business and doing what I do for so long is that when you find a mentor, when you find somebody that can chop off some of that, give you some of that knowledge so you don't have to figure out yourself, it's so much faster. And that's where the university came in. I went to school, got my MBA, so I'm in business, a business person, and I knew nothing really about art. I know I play around with it, went beforehand, but I figured if I really want to do this and do it well, let's go in, see what I like, and learn as much along the way. And oh man, have I learned a lot. A lot.
You have learned a lot. But you are really good at going all the way in. We were at a dinner with some other people the other night, and just the scope of the projects, like we'll give a project and then Barb will just go all the way in and be like, this is how I'm going to do it. And it's always what we say at the Gardner household, exceeding expectations. It's detail oriented, it's thoughtful, it's research driven, and it's pretty exciting to see all the work you've come out with.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited by what I've seen and very proud of it.
Yeah, as you should be. We're going to look at some of Barb's artwork right now. I think this will be really fun. So I'm just going to pull it over. And let's just talk about some of this. Either I can hold it and you can hold it up. Maybe that's the way to go about it. So do you want to share with us a little bit what you're working on here?
So these two are for my latest project that I'm doing this semester. It is for the art history class. And we were to put together 8 pictures that had spanned different history categories. And so this is my Renaissance. And
by the way, this is the art theory class that's specifically for the Masters of Fine Arts. So they're the only ones who take this class.
And so I chose to do Yorkies, which I have 3 at home. So I'm a Yorkie mom. And decided to do them in different types of artwork, different...
This is a theory class, you guys. That's why I love this. This is a theory and paper, technical paper class, and yet this is the kind of artwork the designers are producing directly in this class. So incredible. I love it. Tell me about this.
Ooh. These were some of just our, from the initial art class, the first art class.
Our 606, exploration and painting and illustration.
And I think both of these are... No, I think they're acrylic.
Yeah, those are really, really cool. So they were towards the end of the class because I know that Jamie teaches this with acrylic towards the end.
So these were a lot of fun to make.
Really, really awesome. Love it. Tell me about this.
This is another one from that class. This is also acrylic.
Beautiful. Do you remember what the prompt was on that?
Oh, no. I can't remember. I had lunch break yesterday, so.
Okay, tell me about this.
This is this is from the watercolor class.
Yeah. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Did you guys do it from reality, or were you guys just working off of
reality?
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. We had to set up our own little
still life.
Right. And do it from there.
Incredible. Love it.
And this was my Impressionism painting during that class.
Yeah. That's really, really fun. That was in 606?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. That's awesome. So you guys did some period pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I love it. And then I adore this.
And this was my my final for that class. This little sea turtle here.
In acrylic.
In acrylic, yes.
Yeah. Incredible. So fun. Thank you. Do you like doing the painting and art classes the most, or is there things that you like the best about the program?
I do like the painting and the art classes, but I've learned stuff in every one of them. I've gotten my business up and running, and what's going to happen once I'm done, I'm not sure, because as I said, I'm getting close to retirement, and I'm not wanting to work all that hard anymore. After I get done with this, I'm going to take it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But it's all been so good. It's been such a good experience to learn from you, knowing that what you know. I love the repeating patterns, and I loved making the scrapbook paper. I mean, everything has been a wonderful experience.
So you're one of our MFA students, and the MFA students do both our digital strategies course and accumulating studio. So it's almost like we double duty them, because we want to make sure that you guys are really good on the business end, but we've got to have a really strong fine arts piece as well. So because you do that digital strategies class, I'm going to ask you about that, because next semester you start accumulating studio. And we do have some ideas for what you're going to do for that. But I would love for you to talk about the digital strategies class, because it did help you start the business piece.
Right. So, I mean, one thing that I know, especially being busy all the time, if somebody doesn't put deadlines on me, it's really hard for me to get stuff done, because something comes up and then that takes precedence. So when there's a deadline, at least for me, I will get it done. And so the digital strategies pushed me way beyond my comfort zone in making the amount of products that I needed to get them in the store, to get the social media stuff going. And it was just, it was really good. The pushing just to take the information that you have, knowing that you need to have so many products out there. There's got to be a lot of products out there. You got to get them out there. You got to get them out there. And we'd heard this for quite a while. And of course, do we listen? No. No. But when it came to having it in class, she proved us all wrong. She really did. It was phenomenal what kind of impact that made.
Yeah, all of you. Like it kind of was mind-blowing, both the capstones for the MAs and then you guys in digital strategies, like watching you guys improve sales, profitability, viewership, like all of your metrics were incredible.
Right.
It really was. I like to give you guys, we have some frameworks and some advice that we give often in the university. Like stay in your lane and, your designs are not your babies. Is there like something that sticks out to you in that class?
in
digital strategies, or maybe even the whole university, because we're teaching business
right.
and design along the way.
Well, I would say for design strategies, it's just kind of hammering it into your head that you need to get a lot of stuff out there for anyone to see you. I mean, I really think that is
that volume piece, the volume piece, along with the consistency piece.
Yeah, and I don't think I ever thought about that. But in other terms, it's the art classes. I just,
just love them.
Just love them.
Yeah, I love that so much. We have a really strong community at the university, and I was hoping you would talk a little bit about that, because it's unusual for an online community to have as strong of a community as we have.
Yeah, it is absolutely fabulous. Within this program, I have made some really good friends. It is nice to have people that are on your same wavelength, that are doing the same thing you are doing. But we're not all the same. We all have different tastes. Everybody does something a little bit different. And it's just very nice to be able to have people to, commiserate to when it's time and cheer you on when it's time. It was when we were doing the capstone, after everybody was done, it was like, the hoorays, the pats on the back, and, we don't see them. We use Marco Polo to actually view each other, but it's long distance. But it was, it
feels very real.
Yes.
It's been very fascinating, because I never thought an online community could be like that, where people really know each other. You guys furthermore know about each other's personal lives on top of it, because you guys are so integrated. You work full time.
Yep.
Of course, you have your family as well, and then you're trying to do school on top of it. Those things create lifestyle choices when you're trying to go to school. And so I think it's interesting, because you guys all know, we all knew when Carla was sick for a week, everybody knows when Juliana is on vacation for 2 weeks, it's you kind of know what's going on in people's lives. And I actually think that's kind of a magical piece.
Yeah, it really is. It's really nice to have people that you like and respect and what they're doing, and they like and respect what you're doing.
Yeah.
And we're all on the same page.
Yeah. Pretty incredible. Right now, let's not talk about right now. Last semester, you guys were in a class called 610 Exploration of Emerging Design and Art Markets. And you guys did a really big project in group. And thank goodness for the community aspect. But will you talk about working on that project?
Sure. So the group did help, having the group together. But we worked on this project to create this book, which was eventually going to be going to Africa. And we had to design everything so that it looked cohesive. It couldn't look like, I made one person and somebody made another person. So it was just, all of us went and, or a couple of us went and drew the person and, decided which we should stick with. And then we used those as the building blocks and helped each other along the way, not getting that foreshadowing correct or something with the arm, help the person, along. And it turned out wonderful. It was a really good experience. It was a really good experience to work with the other people. And everybody stepped up.
Yeah, that was the thing I found. Group projects in general can be very, very difficult. But the fact that you guys all stepped into it, we ended up creating 2 books because we had 2 groups. And you guys, what did you end up deciding to work in? Photoshop, Illustrator? Was there a mix?
Illustrator.
Procreate? Okay, so you guys were mostly in Illustrator. You started with the little girl, it sounds like, that you created. And then from there, how did you work through the rest of the illustrations in the book so that it was cohesive?
So it had a story with it. So we each broke down, kind of picked, who was going to be, if somebody was standing for 2 of the pages, then we gave that to one person. So we kind of stuck them together where it made sense. But everybody got a couple of different pages. And then we went and designed based on the character that was, then we came back together and, critiqued everybody. What needs to change, what doesn't look right. I mean, for some of mine, I needed to put a bush where I hadn't put a bush, and which made perfect sense, but I didn't think of it because it wasn't in the book. You need other people to sometimes,
Yeah, I thought that was such a great peer collaboration and review, because you guys were critiquing each other's work to create this cohesive book whole.
Yeah.
And it turned out incredible.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. Now, let's contrast that to this semester, where the MFAs are in a class called DES 608. This class is our Design Leadership and Direction class, and you are one of the co-editors-in-chief for our university art board magazine. So we have a student-led magazine that can be read for free on our website at uad.education, and you guys are in charge this semester. So let's talk a little bit about creating that magazine.
Well, it's been interesting because I've never done anything like this. None of us have ever done anything like this. So it's kind of, jumping into the pool. But we got phenomenal support from the whole community in the school. We had so many articles that have been turned in, and I think it's going to be a really long magazine, a big magazine.
This is issue number 3, if you guys are wondering. If you're like, which issue is it? This is issue number 3 that Barb and Shara are the co-editor-in-chiefs on.
Yeah, and we've got everything edited, ready to get into the layout portion. We're pretty close to what we're going to do on the cover. That should be this week. And just moving along. I mean, it's moving along wonderfully.
Yeah. We had you guys build for this particular class, before we even started, a mood board, a creative brief. You guys ended up using Shara's at the end of the day. But will you talk a little bit about creative direction from that angle, like being the person who has to build a mood board and the creative brief? What did you think about that?
I thought that was really fun. It's nice to take somebody else's ideas, but it's really nice to, put your own ideas and think, this would make a good magazine. This is something that would, this would be something that other artists and students would want to read. And putting the mood board together, and it was just really great. It was fun, and it was informative, and,
I cannot wait to see this issue. It's going to be awesome, because we're in the middle of it right now. I'm going to do the quickest check, make sure we're still going. Yes, we are. Okay. Last couple of questions for you. How rigorous have you felt like this MFA has been? Is it been what you expected for an MFA program? Has it been more, or has it been less?
I don't think I really knew what to expect, knowing that I work full-time and that depending on what's going on, things slow down, they speed up, the pipe bursts, and all of a sudden everybody's, all hands on deck. But it's been rigorous.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've heard that from you guys. Like, yeah. It's work. There's no doubt in my mind that you guys are doing high level. There's a lot of expectations for credit hours, like work that you guys are putting into it.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not talking about, this is a master's program, so, it should be expected. With that being said, it is rigorous. I have enjoyed every bit of it, even though we may commiserate a little bit once in a while about
that's that's your guys' job, because one of the things that has been awesome is us being able to see the level of work, because we have such high expectations as a faculty to make sure that you guys are doing what you need to do, but also kind of recognizing, like, maybe this is too much work. Maybe we have gone beyond the credit evaluation hours, or maybe setting the expectation at a certain place so that you guys understand what needs to be done.
Right. Yeah. I think the expectation is a big thing, and I don't think any of us realized that. As we were getting this started, what it was going to take, but it's all good.
It's been really good. Last questions for you. One, is there a class that you just really loved at the university that you were like, that class, like, if you're listening, go try to take this class because it was really fun?
Right now, I am taking advanced digital strategies, is it?
Yeah. Illustration.
Illustration.
Yeah. Advanced digital illustration.
And I have always, I've always kind of played with Procreate. And I'm actually getting in a lot more to Procreate, and I've been looking forward to taking some of my skills and actually using them there. And it's turned out very well. I'm going to be doing a big project starting this week, I believe, with putting together 10 pictures, all that need to be cohesive and together, and I'm looking forward to it.
And to be clear, in that particular class, you get to choose which. You've just decided you're going to choose Procreate.
Right.
I think Abby Pinnell, who's our MFA in charge of that class, she lets you choose which medium you're going to work in, and then you guys have expectations and projects that need to be finished for that.
Yeah, like Carla's using Illustrator. A lot of the other ones are using Procreate because they're used to it.
Yeah.
And me, just because I want to learn it.
Yeah. To take it to that next level. That's really exciting and awesome. I'm excited to see the results of that class. Finally, any advice you'd give to those who are thinking about more design, business, or art education?
This is a wonderful program. Karina has put together an absolutely wonderful program. It is not necessarily what I expected jumping in, but I have learned so much over the last, how many years has it been? Two, yeah. The last 2 years, that it's remarkable. It's remarkable. Even my husband says, what you have learned over this period of time is just unbelievable. And I mean, if you're looking to further those skills, any of those skills, the business skills, the art skills, the social media, anything like that to do with your art and wanting to make some money doing it, this is a wonderful program, absolutely wonderful program. We have seen so many people do such wonderful things with what they're doing, getting contracts.
Oh my gosh.
And
it's just incredible. Like, listen, my expectation is usually like, I lay your expectations low. I'm like, you are going to learn. We're here to teach. We're going to learn design. We're going to learn technical skills. We're going to learn art. We're going to learn business. But just pretend like you're going to get zero results, right? But it is incredible when you guys do get results.
Yeah. And there's been some really, really wonderful things that have happened to some of the graduates that have already graduated. And so, but I mean, my suggestion is don't wait, do it when you're young because, time gets away from you. And if this is something you really want to do, spend as much time as you can doing it. And I wish I would have learned that earlier, but at least I learned it when I learned it. And at least I'm doing it now.
Yeah, agreed. I love that so much. What do you think the main difference between the University of Arts and Design is from what else other programs you've seen out there?
Well, it is all inclusive of the design. I like the honesty that we get. I mean, nobody in the program that is teaching the program will tell you this is easy. There's a lot of programs that I have gone to that say, yep, all you need to do is do this and you will get a contract. You will get, you will be able to do this and that. And, I've been around the bush once or twice, and I know that's not true. So I think it's very nice to get honesty that says, this isn't going to be easy. You have to work at this. You have to work at making your designs better. You have to work at making them different in order to make somebody see you. And I appreciate that. And then I appreciate that we get the feedback from the instructors and from you that says, this is great. You could take it one step further, or this is great as it is. You don't need to change a thing.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of things being unchangeable because I know the next piece will be 1% better. And that's mostly the goal. It's like, can we keep up leveling it? And you'll see that in your first semester versus your second semester versus your third semester, because it is definitely a step up program. And it feels doable, then a little bit harder, and then a little bit harder, but you're ready for it. That was the goal, is always every single piece of it, you're ready for the very next step. And I feel really grateful because you guys proved that the system actually worked the way that we set it forth and created it, which was no small task, I will say, to make sure that it stepped up the way that it did.
Yeah.
Barb, thank you so much for being on with me.
Sure.
I'm so excited about your graduation in just a couple of semesters. I am really excited about your Cumulating Studio project, which we will post on the channel. So that if anybody wants to see it, you'll see some micro doses of the Cumulating Studio projects the MFAs are going to do. I think they're super inspirational and very exciting. Thanks for being on.
Thank you for having me. And it's a good program.